Hi everyone, this is kind of a close-up. I was trying to kind of move back, but I just wanted to come on here to say hello and to let you know that I've been revamping my YouTube channel. And so if you've come on before, you will notice that there's been some changes. I'm trying to make it more user-friendly, but also more straightforward on my process of what I've been going through, that this life journey that I'm on, that we're all on, is a process. And so I have videos from way back when, in 2014, when CPS came into our lives, and I have my story that just kind of shows what has happened up to where I am today in this spiritual awakening. And so, you know, all the things that happened back then are a part of this journey, because, you know, I wasn't able to open up and expand my consciousness way back when. I mean, I had a lot of life lessons. I still have a lot of life lessons to learn. I don't have it all figured out, but I had to keep questioning, and I had to challenge myself, and I had to learn to let things go. Even though pretty much everything that I held dear to me was ripped from me, there's still things that I noticed that I started to hold on to, or that I fully didn't let go of in my heart. Even though I physically didn't have them in my heart, I still had attachments that were binding me. And so that is what this journey is about. So from me going on my first step to now I'm no longer a Christian, into my belief in Yahuwah, into exposing about the corruption that with systematic oppression of so-called blacks, into looking at the systematic oppression of all people and the enslavement, the conquering and dividing techniques that have been used, to just going into the calling, the 1111 calling, and my journey since that time. I have come a long ways in trying to figure out why this has happened, and what my purpose is, and how to rise above it all. And that's been what has kept me moving forward, because there was a time when I was so low that I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know if I was going to ever be able to get back up again. And so I hope that my story inspires you and sparks a light within you to tell your story, and to rise up, to know that you have power within that has been hidden from you, that you are able to do this. You're not alone. There are all kinds of trials and challenges, tribulations that people are going through at this time. There is a reaping of what we've sown. Or AKA karma being burned off. And there's so many belief systems, the BS that's out there that is binding us, is something that's very difficult to face. And this isn't about judgment or anything like that, because I went through a time of just judging. I was like, oh, that person's wicked. Oh, they're wicked. Oh, they're going to be destroyed, and all of these types of things. But I wasn't able to look at myself, that, you know, knowing that the reality that we're experiencing actually is a mirror image of what we're putting out there and what we're creating unknowingly or knowingly. And that there's just so much that we can be closed off to when we are just trying to maybe survive, like I've talked about with trauma. We get to a point of just being in survival mode in these low frequencies. Or maybe we're just so busy with this life and materialism and all these other things. There's so many different distractions that can come in, so many different tests that we can go through. And so each of us has our own unique stories. We all have our unique challenges, and we all have our unique lessons to learn. And so I just want to let you guys know that my journey is something that I'm going to continue on, and I am grateful for all that I'm learning. I'm grateful for letting go of so many things, but also embracing and experiencing true love within, so that I can be the light that I was sent here to be. I feel like I am definitely an old soul. I'm on a shamanic type journey of healing and ancient knowledge, and I am in the process of remembering who I am and my connection with Source, with the divine creator, and seeing the connection of all things. And it's something that, like with health and exercise and just counseling and healing and all those things all come together and are helping me to actually put my own resuscitation mask on, to fully utilize, and to also not utilize, but to step back at times and to just let things be, to observe, to not be bound by conditioned thoughts and emotions and all of these types of things, but to start to see using my spiritual eyes, which I've talked about in the past. And yeah, I guess there's different levels that we go through. We think maybe that we're seeing with our spiritual eyes, but I still have a lot of growing and healing to do. I am in the process of just getting all of my glands, all of my cells in my body, like I've talked about before, regenerated and to be operating at their full potential. Because I know that there is so much within my body right now that is needing to be healed. I've looked at my eyes, I've taken some pictures, and there is so much degeneration that is present that I can see. And I am thankful that I was led to Dr. Morse's site, and thankful for all the other places that I have been led to, because it's all helped me to continue moving forward. And that's what this journey is about, is moving forward. So I hope that for those who have been attacked by CPS, the kangaroo courts, by the statute and code enforcers, and all of these other alphabet soup corporations and all of that, that you will be able to look at it in a different way, or to be able to dig deeper, to do some soul searching, and to be transformed inside, as the answer is not just in what we think of as paperwork and all this other stuff and trying to get all these things done. And I'm not saying that those things aren't important, because there's a time and a place for everything. What I'm saying is that there's deeper lessons to be learned, and there's things that we have to do in order to rise above it all. And so that's it's exciting to be here. I am still learning a lot about this, but you are definitely not alone, and you have the power within to rise above this, and you don't have to be destroyed. Okay? We have the power, and the only way that others have power over us is when we consent to it, when we give our power away. And that's what we put our attention on. When we put our attention on something, we focus on it, it brings it to life. We have to learn to pull back and to become the observer. And it takes healing within in many areas of our lives. So I hope that you will continue on with me in my journey, that for those who don't feel like this is where you want to be anymore, I thank you for the time that you have shared with me. So it's exciting, and I just hope that it inspires all of you to be the light, to shine your light, to spark that light within you, because it's in you, so that you are able to grow and you're able to heal and to experience this life in the way that you were meant to fulfill your purposes and to help others. You know, again, we have to put our own resuscitation mask on first, because if we don't help ourselves, if we don't love ourselves, if we don't forgive ourselves, all of that internal work that needs to be done, if we don't clean ourselves out and detox, then how are we going to actually help others? And that's what this is about. It's about all of us together, but it starts from within. So I hope that you guys have a blessed day, and I hope that my channel will bring you encouragement and empower you forward in your journeys. All right. Thanks so much again, and I'll connect with you soon. Namaste.